Women's Empowerment, 23rd of April 2021, Dr. Phoebe Abe. I've been asked to write about this very broad and globally discussed topic, but I find it very hard even to define it. However, in an attempt to do so, I've read, researched widely, and talked to women from many different walks of life. I have spoken with a retired English judge and with grandmothers in Africa and the United Kingdom who are 100 years old, with my own staff and house helpers of many nationalities, and with female survivors of COVID-19, homelessness, guerrilla warfare, sex trafficking, and genocide. I've spoken to women from Russia, Romania, Sweden, Germany, Malaysia, France, India, Poland, and Dubai. In other words, have spoken to a whole world of women. As a woman, I've had a whole world of experience myself. I am a refugee, a widow, a Christian, and a single mother. I am a doctor from an ethnic minority, living in a cosmopolitan community. I am university educated from a middle-class family, and from the age of 10, I was cooking and caring for the rest of my family. What does this experience and walk of life tell me? It tells me that women are already empowered. Many women, alongside all their other responsibilities outside the home, go through pregnancy and handle the majority of household tasks, including cleaning and cooking and childcare and budgeting. I think, instead, that it is men who should be empowered. I see men who are highly educated and physically fit, who are not encouraged or empowered to take on these tasks in their own homes. I see men who try to assume seniority over women in their own homes, who think women should accept that they have a higher status just because they are men. And the job of doing this, of reminding men of their place, is the job of other men. The good news is that some men are already doing this. 40 years ago, when I was at medical school at Makerere University, we had to dissect cadavers in our own anatomy class. The men in our group decided that they should do the dissection, while we female students should merely sit in the corner and read up on the dissection procedure in the provided textbook. Luckily, our professor saw this and announced that from that day onwards, the female students would always have their own cadaver to dissect. You should have seen the look on the men's faces. But we female students were delighted because we now had the chance to learn, and we learned really fast. We see this sort of behavior in so many walks of life. Women are ready to work, to learn, but men must look for us and respect us as an equal gender. FGM survivors tell me that they are told to stay at home, missing vital lessons in school. And in some countries, education for girls is simply not provided, with some of them being married off as early as 13 years old. As a result, many of their lives come to a standstill. The roles of men and women in society are changing, but these bring even more responsibilities to women. In the past, our grandmothers stayed at home and our grandfathers brought in the money while we women looked after the family, controlled and budgeted the money for upkeep. They delivered and nurtured the babies. Now, however, women find themselves doing both roles of the man and woman. So many mothers are going out to work and paying for childminders so that we can maintain our job position. But what price must our children pay for all this? And if we stayed at home to care for the family, that work remains unpaid. We mothers can never have a day off because every day is a Mother's Day. In times of war, our men are all killed, and then we are left to raise the children. But who are the people who are called to the table to discuss the terms of war and the sale of weapons? They are mostly men. Who are the ones who create and design the conflicts and stand on the front as the commanders of the troops? They are mostly men. Who get to decide who lives and who dies? You know the answer. Do our men listen to us women? I don't think they do. During guerrilla warfare, boys are taken off for training, while we women and girls are handed out to men as their wives, cooks, carers, food hunters, and raiders. We are there to provide children for them. And because there is no health care during the Bush War, we are expected to do that with no support. Yes, we can continue to empower women socially and economically. We can continue to carry out programs which give them free sanitary towels and better education and protect them from even better from the challenges of climate and change. But the main problem is not the empowerment of women. It is their oppression by men. And so I ask men what they're doing to stop this. Men, where are you?